Nurse Sue here, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own powdered coffee creamers. Now, I am not a fan of powdered coffee creamer, to be honest. It never really dissolves and it kind of floats on the top, and it's just, I just don't like them, okay? But I had a situation a couple weeks ago where in my office I ran out of the little baby non-dairy creamer things, and so I didn't have creamer, and oof, black coffee, it's a little much for me. So I was like, man, I wish I was okay with powdered coffee creamer. And then I found this recipe, and I made it several times to try to tweak it, tell you guys the ins and outs, the goods and the bad about it, okay? So we're going to make our own powdered coffee creamer. I think I have perfected this and absolutely love it. I now keep this in my office because I'm out and about a lot on site with my job. So I'm not always in the office to know how much coffee creamer I have because I don't drink coffee there every day. So I'm going to show you how to put this together, okay? So what we're going to start with is some pudding, okay? Now, I'm going to use vanilla pudding today because I want to put some pumpkin spice in it because it's pumpkin spice time of year, yay. So I just have some vanilla pudding, regular instant vanilla pudding. One's from Walmart, one's from Aldi, whatever. So when you put 2 boxes together of regular pudding, it's about a cup. Because we're going to do equal amounts of pudding and milk, okay? So I've got 1 cup here, and milk powder, I should say, to be clear. So that's 1 pudding in there, or 2 boxes of pudding, sorry. And so I've got those in there. Now, I tried this first of all with sugar-free pudding because I grew up on sugar-free. It's what I prefer, right? I'm sure something in it that's going to kill me, but whatever. I just prefer sugar-free. So I did try it with sugar-free pudding, and what happened I noticed is it clumped kind of in the bottom of the cup. So you had to like keep stirring it the whole time you're drinking your coffee. Made it the next time with regular pudding, and it all dissolved so much better. It wasn't the clumping at the bottom of the cup. So your choice. I mean, if you're diabetic, that's okay. Use sugar-free and just keep stirring it. It's not that big a deal, right? Okay, so I have my 1 cup of pudding, which actually equals 2 boxes that are 3.4 ounces. And I happen to pick vanilla. I have done cheesecake. I've done like multiple other ones since I've been trying this just to see how they would taste. So the next thing I have is just instant non-fat dry milk, okay? So I'm going to put a cup now because we want equal parts of this one. So I'm going to put a cup of that in with my pudding mix. And that's about a cup. Now, I have the non-fat, but if you want a richer, creamier, you could do some of the heavy cream powder. You could do the whole milk instead of the non-fat dry milk. It doesn't matter, just depending on how rich or creamy, how many calories you want, how much sugar, all that kind of stuff. So do what you want, okay? That's what I love about this, is you can get as creative as you want to with it. So I'm just doing the non-fat dry milk though. Now, the next thing I'm going to add is powdered sugar. It says 1/3 of a cup. I am going to do a little bit less than that because it is sugared pudding already. I don't know that I need much more sugar to it. I haven't tried it without the powdered sugar, but I really feel like you almost could do without the powdered sugar. So I probably put 1/8 of a cup in there maybe. The next thing I'm going to do is I have about a tablespoon of melted coconut oil. I'm going to pour that in there. And then because I want pumpkin spice, I am going to do a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Now I'm going to put, and I just did my little baby food processor here because I didn't really feel the need to get out the big processor. We're going to hope nothing bad happens because I don't know where my top is right this second. So we'll hope nothing flies out of there. How's that sound? All we're going to do is process this then. Okay. So, you got to get your buttons going right, obviously. There we go. Now, give me just a minute. I'm going to just knock that down just a little bit because you could tell my pumpkin is not all the way down in there. There we go. Now, because I have the coconut oil in there, you do want to make sure this mixes up really well. That coconut oil just gives it that little bit of extra creaminess when you put it in your coffee. It's fine to put that little bit of liquid in here because, like I said, we're going to process this really well, and you will not notice it. All right, I'm almost there. Who knew that spatula laying there was going to be perfect, right? All right, now I'm going to take this, and I have my little jars here. I'm going to funnel this because I will surely make a mess trying to get this in there, and probably my funnel is not wide enough at the bottom. Of course not, because I can't find my big funnel. It's probably lost in all my other kitchen stuff. All right, this smells amazing with that pumpkin pie spice. It smells so good. All right, so now I'm going to do this later. But just so you know, this is all it is. I'm going to label this with pumpkin pie coffee creamer, put it beside the coffee pot, and we will be all set. Actually, I can just scoop this one. Look at that. See, I didn't have to do it the hard way. Sue learns the hard way some days. All right, that's all there is to this recipe. Give that coffee creamer a try. Oh, some different variations. You could do like a box of chocolate pudding, a box of vanilla pudding, some mini chocolate chips, and dehydrated marshmallows if you wanted a s'mores coffee creamer. Of course, we're going to do this one for pumpkin pie spice. You could do salted caramel pudding with that pumpkin pie spice or apple pie spice, and gives you kind of that apple pie feel. I think I saw somewhere there's like 85 different variations because there are so many kinds of pudding out there and so many flavors. York peppermint patty sounds amazing to me. Haven't tried that one yet. Anyways, I'm going to label this, put it beside the coffee pot. I hope you'll give it a try. Let me know what you think about it. Thanks for stopping by my kitchen today.